Vale, right? If this is about leadership or the rebels, it's just a big, big misunderstanding.
I don't care.
At least, hear me out. Nix, run!
So we have had 1 year of Star Wars Outlaws with the adventures of K-Vest. There has been 2 DLC packs that have dropped, both of them actually really good, and this was a game that from the get-go I liked. It did launch with some issues, absolutely, a lot of games do these days, but Star Wars Outlaws I think is a terribly underrated Star Wars game. It's got a really good open world, especially now that they've updated it. I've been playing it more recently with, I completed it last year or so, and I've been trying to, I've been trying to just absorb the game as if I was playing it for the first time. I double dipped because originally I played through it on PlayStation 5, and now I'm playing through it on PC. And I will triple dip into the Nintendo Switch 2 eventually when it comes down in price. Obviously I'm not going to pay full price for it again on Switch 2, but I would also like a dedicated handheld version of the game, absolutely. I don't care if it's locked at 30 frames per second, because games, I play, like for example Elden Ring on the Steam Deck, locked at 30, and it's absolutely playable. As long as it's a solid 30 on a smaller screen, it's not too bad. It's only when it's on a bigger screen that kind of jogs my brain. However, Star Wars Outlaws is 100% worth picking up. It goes on sale all the time. The standard edition goes on sale all the time for about 25 quid on Steam. I don't know what it is on consoles, I am sorry. And then the deluxe edition always goes for about £35–36. That's a great price. You will get your money's worth, trust me. There is never-ending quests in the game, so never-ending bounty hunts and smuggle runs, or a plethora of other things that you can do for the different factions. You can choose to honour your deal with whichever faction you're doing. I always screw over the Pikes. Sod the Pikes, they suck donkey dick. So I kind of do a lot of stuff for Crimson Dawn and the Hutts. And the one of the DLC packs does add in another faction as well. So there's that. It also brings in another ship, another area in space, and that you can explore and do specific missions in and whatnot. It's really cool. You have some really massive maps. I hope we get more. I doubt it though, although I do hope for a sequel with more in it. I don't know, it just feels like this game had the potential to be even bigger and have a lot more planets going for it. That would have been really, really cool. Like maybe going to visit the, I don't know, because this takes place in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so maybe you could have like went to Hoth and had a small map on Hoth, which was the old rebel base that was desiccated by the Empire and is now like a pirate hub or something. I don't know. There was just room for a lot of things, but now with Star Wars Outlaws you can shoot freely from the back of your speeder bike, which is really, really cool. It does still have some performance issues here and there, but a lot of games have those. I'm not saying that it completely excuses it, absolutely not, but to just tar Star Wars Outlaws with a specific brush and give other games the pass is just crap. And if you ask me as well, yes, you are playing as a female character, K-Vest, but so what? Nobody complained when you play as Samus Aran in Metroid. Nobody complained when you're playing as Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. K-Vest is a really good character. She's not a Mary Sue. She screws up all the time. She gets backstabbed and betrayed all the time, and she gets out of things by the skin of her teeth, and she does nothing that nobody else normally would do. Yes, she knocks out stormtroopers and stuff, but it's a video game. It's a game. You're supposed to do that. If your character just punched them in their helmet and then went, ow, and then got shot, you'd be pretty pissed. It's just a video game. Just go with it. It's really good. You can really get immersed in this world. There's a lot of parkouring that you can do. There's a lot of secrets you can find. There's cosmetics that you can find that add buffs or bonuses to K-Vest if you have a lot of them equipped. You can gain relationships with vendors so that you can get more stuff from them. Your ship and your speeder can be upgraded, of course. Your ship more specifically than your speeder, but with your ship you can have different kind of weapon systems activated, and the ship combat in space is also pretty good. I'm using mouse and keyboard, so it's a little difficult for me because because I wasn't used to it. But I am getting used to the controls for mouse and keyboard with the flying. There's also the mini games that you can play as well, which I really do enjoy. And I just like hopping on, doing some side missions, just being within the world, you know, landing on Tatooine and doing quests around Tatooine in the desert, sneaking into places, because the sneaking has been improved massively. Now there's no insta-fails for when you're sneaking into places. You don't then just get instantly kicked out, you just start a war, which I have done. I've also accidentally been on good terms with a syndicate, gone in there and then saw something and was like, ooh, shiny, and then grabbed it. Obviously, then realizing that I just stole it in full view of people, and then they're on your ass, and then you got to run and escape, and it's really good. It does. This game is a very good Star Wars game, and I know it's controversial, and I'm going to say it. In my opinion, it's one of the best, which I know is like high praise, and I know is like, oh, that's going to piss off a lot of Star Wars fanboys, but it is. It's one of the best Star Wars games out there, and in a modern world where we are starved for Star Wars games, Star Wars Outlaws is the best open world action adventure game based within the Star Wars universe you can play at the minute, in my opinion. It's really damn good. Of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the remake one, is still up there as one of the best shooters, which was disgustingly abandoned by EA. I got a feeling that Outlaws is going to be disgustingly abandoned by Ubisoft now, but because I don't know what they were expecting. But Star Wars Outlaws is a really good game, and after all of its patches and updates, and it's made it even better, and I just love it. Sneaking into to Imperial bases and getting information or whatever it is, it's a ton of fun. Helping out Tusken Raiders, helping out the Jawas. It's so damn good. There is so much to offer in Star Wars Outlaws. There is so much content packed into this game. It is very impressive. It doesn't feel too much like a standard Ubisoft game. Like, there's no towers to climb where you gotta look around and find things. You can pick up a lot of information just by overhearing conversations or picking up data discs or holopads or whatever, and then you find out little tidbits, like somebody's hidden some stuff up in space by this meteor belt and whatnot, so you can go and collect it. And there's like space bases that you can go to as well, which have their own vendors and have their own quest lines and all that kind of stuff. There is some stuff implemented which I think we could have done without, which is essentially put into I'm not going to say what it is, because you can get into trouble these days online for saying it specifically, but there are some things which I thought was unnecessary, but it's very minor and it's not shoved in your face, so it's absolutely fine. But Star Wars Outlaws is badass. I don't know how much more I can say it's badass. I've been saying it's badass now since it came out. If you have not played it and you've been on the fence and you've just heard all this negative stuff, seriously, there's a demo that you can download for free on consoles and on Steam, but don't just go by the demo. If you've got a PC, the actual release of the game runs a hell of a lot better than the demo does, trust me. I know that's like Source, trust me bro, but it is trust me bro. I'm a video gamer. I'm not a professional YouTuber, I'm not a professional game journalist, I am a gamer. And I'm telling you, as a gamer, I downloaded it on my PC, which is not top end, not high end. It was a few years ago, but not anymore. I'm hoping to get another couple of years out of my PC, but Star Wars Outlaws runs absolutely fine. I can have it running at a solid high frame rate with it looking really good, and the game does look good, and it's just badass. If you have a Switch 2 and you have not played the game and you don't own a PC, I would recommend picking it up, because it's a damn good game. Graphics aside, yes, games can always look better, absolutely, but the gameplay here with Outlaws is super addictive. You really do get to feel like an outlaw. You can play some sabacc, you can bet on those weird horsey, squirrely looking things over in Canto Bight, but there's so much to do. There is so much in this game, and it's not even that exaggeration. It's not even funny. There's loads of hidden stuff, and there's just so much. The game has loads to offer, especially for a Star Wars fan. It's damn good. Please give it a go. But I know I'm going to dread saying this, but let me know what you think down in the comments. I know this video is going to get hated on because there's a hate campaign out there for Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know why. The game is so good. It's a very good game. Yes, it's not perfect. It does have its flaws, but it's such a good game. But like I said, let me know in the comments down below what you think. And as always, thank you very much for watching.
We are now near the moon of Tishara. Spooling the hyperdrive.
Punch it.